John, what would your feelings be at this stage?
I'd be looking for a little bit of daylight somewhere. They'll go sure to go a good clip on this ground, and I think we're in for another good race. We always have a good finish to this race.
I'm pretty sure it'll be a good finish, and it's certainly a spectacular sight as they line up. Over to you, Graham.
And as they come to the first of 24 fences, in the early stages up with them, Fait Our Friend, Duke of Milan, Dumper towards the left of the picture, West Tip bang there in the blue colours, black sash. They're all over the first, at which the back marker was Broadheath. So they come down towards the second, the open ditch for the first time, about 7 in the line. Straight Accord, West Tip, Bright Oasis, Dumper up on the inside, Fait Our Friend blazing a trail, or Mighty Zeus with them. And in order as they pass it with 2 circuits of the course to complete, Fait Our Friend leads from Almighty Zeus with the blinkers up on the outside, West Tip third, Bright Oasis 4. Then comes Dumper 5, Duke of Milan 6, Straight Accord 7, Membridge 8, Skegby 9. Behind these comes Midday Gun 10. Then just in behind these, Special Cargo in the mid-division at this stage. Up on the outside races By the Way, and Androma tracks that one, then Shady Deal. The back marker is Broadheath, and last but one is Why Forget, just preceded by Arabian Music. So they race downhill to the third, and the front-running Duke of Milan shows the way to Fait Our Friend in 2. Then third is Almighty Zeus, one of the rank outsiders. Dumper in 4, West Tip the favourite 5, in company with Straight Accord as they come down towards the third. On the left of the picture, it's Duke of Milan, but it was Almighty Zeus from the blinkers who led there, and they're all safely over the third, jumping well at this stage. Almighty Zeus on the outside of Duke of Milan, then Fait Our Friend and Bright Oasis, and now Shady Deal is towards the back, so they head towards the 4. Duke of Milan, Almighty Zeus, Fettered Friend, Bright Oasis, Straight Accord, Membridge, then Dumper, and By the Way, Manton Castle who jump well. Then comes West Tip, and behind that one, Cumbie, Skegby, Special Cargo, Androma, and a Kinsman over the next plain fence. And a Kinsman the faller there. A Kinsman has gone, the horse is up, but I think he may have injured himself. The leaders skip over the next. With the back marker is Shady Deal, and it's Duke of Milan in the lead. Duke of Milan from Bright Oasis and Almighty Zeus. Then Dumper makes ground upon the inside, just shaded in the picture at the moment as they come towards the water. And as they jump it, it was Duke of Milan on the inside. Duke of Milan from Almighty Zeus, and By the Way makes ground on the right of the picture. The horse, the jockey, Robert Earnshaw, in the black jacket with a red cap on the extreme right, go to the 3 fences close together on the far side. And it's Duke of Milan and Almighty Zeus. Duke of Milan from Almighty Zeus in second place. Geordie Dunn is on his feet, no danger there. Go to the 9th, and Almighty Zeus makes the slight mistake. Shady Medea at the top of the picture is the one that's tailing off. Go to the 10th, and Duke of Milan on the inside of By the Way now, who goes into second. Then comes in third place Almighty Zeus. So the order as they turn out of the back straight is that Duke of Milan leads from By the Way in second, Bright Oasis third, Almighty Zeus 4, Dumper races 5, and then Bembridge 6. Cumbie makes a bit of ground upon the outside. Just in behind the Straight Accord, Special Cargo in touch at this stage as they come down towards the 11th. And as they do so, quite an open race with Duke of Milan on the left of the picture. The one that wants to run down the flat track is Broadheath on the extreme left of the picture. This is the 11th, the pond fence. Duke of Milan led from By the Way. And Special Cargo just losing his pitch, in fact, at the 11th. And in fact, he's just struggling to keep up with them. The one well and truly tailed off is Shady Deal. They come down towards the 12th, and as they jump it, Duke of Milan, Dumper makes good ground, Bright Oasis, then By the Way, Almighty Zeus upon the outside, and Dumper looks as if he wants to run out. Dumper is being pulled out by Ben DeHaan, and John Oakesy, a sensation there.
John, that's a familiar sight for you.
Yes, they've gone a murderous gallop here. There's the jump-ins beginning to tell on 1 or 2 of them. Kevin Mooney doesn't look to have been on the bridle from the word go.
But Dumper just ran out.
Well, he didn't run out, he was pulled up. I would think that he's broken down.
Oh, would you?
I would have thought so.
Now, the question here is whether Duke of Milan can possibly make all the ground. Yes, we confirm that news. In fact, poor Dumper has broken down. I'm very sorry. I'm sorry to have insulted him in his injury with the idea that he might have pulled himself up. But Duke of Milan jumping superbly in the lead. By the Way, going very well. He's running pretty much like he did at Haydock.
He's going well. I'll tell you, the other horse who looks to be going very well is Straight Accord. He's just in about third place now, about 4 off the
Jumping there, just behind the horse with the white noseband. I quite agree. Straight Accord going really well. But Duke of Milan is far from done with in the lead. By the way, second. And as they turn down the backside, back to you, Graham.
Favourite West Tip on the extreme left of the picture in the pale blue jacket, and I confirm that Dumper has been dismounted by Ben DeHaan. One thing is for certain, I'm afraid to say, Special Cargo won't win his tailed off. They go over the next. Duke of Milan, and by the way, a very fluent jump and goes into a half-length lead from Duke of Milan. Then comes Bright Oasis, Cumbie creeping closer. Just in behind the straight accord, Skegby gets a reminder. Behind that one, Fettered Friend, then Androma, and then comes Membridge. West Tip under pressure, not finding a lot at this stage, but they go to the water jump for the second time, and as they do so, by the way, in the black jacket, with Duke of Milan on the inside, Cumbie with the striped sleeves in third, Almighty's Use is fourth, Why Forget in the blue jacket makes ground upon the outside, Broadheath creeps closer on the inside, that's the left of the picture, as they go to the 19th of the 24 fences. There Duke of Milan led, Duke of Milan on the inside, by the way, then comes Cumbie, Skegby makes ground, Bright Oasis just in behind them, Why Forget not done with, Androma begins to pick up ground in the hoop sleeves, but gets the reminder. Over the next, it's By the Way in the lead, By the Way, the last on the far side, that one, and it's By the Way and Duke of Milan from Cumbie and Why Forget, then comes Androma and Skegby, back then to West Tip, who's just beginning to pick up ground with quite a bit to do at this stage. 3 more fences left to jump in the Whitbread Gold Trophy, and it's By the Way the leader from Why Forget, then Duke of Milan and Cumbie, then comes Androma and Skegby, who finished lame in this race last year, but is plugging on very gamely indeed. Also trying to come with a one West Tip in the blue jacket, but as they come down towards the third last, it's Duke of Milan and Steve Smith-Heckle still disputing it. The better jump there with By the Way, though, up on the outside. They've got 2 to jump. It's By the Way who goes on and quickly goes 4 clear. An amazing, devastating burst of foot there to go 4 lengths clear as they come down to the second last. By the Way has surely won this one now. Clear from Androma in second and Why Forget, and then comes Duke of Milan and then Cumbie, then Broadheath and West Tip and Fed Our Friend, but it's By the Way in the lead us on 6 clear, 6 lengths as he comes down to the final fence. By the Way jumps it boldly and well. Androma staying on very well though, and Androma might get to it. There's still got half a furlong to go. It's By the Way from Androma, Androma finishing best of all. By the Way from Androma and Why Forget as he goes towards the line. It's By the Way who just has it. By the Way in a photo from Androma. Big came Why Forget third. Behind these, Cumbie in 4, and then West Tip and Mountain Castle and Broadheath. Then Duke of Milan, who led for so long but unfortunately dropped out. Then came Fed Our Friend and Skegby. Arabian Music finished, and so too did Almighty's Use. The rest of them, I'm afraid to say, are casualties. But the outcome of this, the Whitbread Gold Cup, it's gone to a photo between By the Way, number 16, owned by Mr. Chris Feather, Mrs. Chris Feather, trained at Harewood by Monica Dickinson and ridden by Robert Earnshaw. Also in that photo is number 7, Androma. Androma, owned by Wickersley Construction Homes Limited, trade at Moulton by Jimmy Fitzgerald and ridden by Ron O'Leary. And I think we'll find that the third horse home is number 15, Why Forget. Well, Cumbie, I think we'll find, was 4th. Was absolutely amazing, this. By the Way, showed a devastating turn of foot coming down to the second last, and that for me is where he won the race. Officially, it's a photograph finish, another ding-dong outcome to the Whitbread. Let's review the closing stages.
Yes, another magnificent finish, and certainly another gallant loser, because what a race Androma has run just 7 days after winning the Scottish Grand National. Well, we'll see in a moment. But this, as Graham said, is probably the moment By the Way won, because he comes to the pond, still hard pressed there by Broadheath, jumps the pond and quickens really well. We see a horrible fall here. Membridge doesn't get nearly high enough, has a crashing fall, and balks one of the bottom weights. But now, you see, By the Way has spurted clear. That's when he won, John.
Yeah, he's been up there in front all the way. It's a tremendous performance, and I think he's just held on. Roberts made plenty of use of him, and he's just got him over the last safely. He doesn't.
But just look at the ground Androma's making, going to the last now. Androma making ground with every stride. He's still got about 6 lengths to make up, and he makes up very nearly all of them. What a magnificent sight, and what an end to the season it would have been for Jimmy Fitzgerald if he could get there, or if he does get there. I'm afraid he doesn't. That's why forget running a fine race in third place. But by the way, holding on from Androma, here comes the post, and I'm afraid for Androma it comes too soon. But what a race he's run. His second marvellous race in